Shimmy Students private YouTube site. I am the Shimmy Goddess, and I welcome you to this channel. This channel is set up for those of you who want to take workshops and learn the beginning and the basic aspects of belly dance. This DVD will be going over the very grassroots basics of floor work. Okay? Floor work came about as a necessity of women who lived in tents in the desert. We have tribes who live in tents. And when they wanted to dance or perform, and they wanted to dance inside, they had to dance on their knees. That's one of the reasons why we have floor dancing today. It is an integral but not necessary part of belly dancing. And remember, pretty much whatever you can do on the floor, you can moderate to standing. So if you have bad knees or a bad back or some kind of an issue with this, you can take a lot of these things and do these things, these movements, standing as well as on the floor. So be flexible and be very generous with your body and understand that everyone's different. Before practicing with this DVD, please check with your doctor for a safe and comfortable learning experience. We will not be held accountable for any injuries. Be careful, be focused, have fun, and think beautiful. As my first instructor used to tell me over 20 years ago. A little history on belly dancing. Belly dancing is in no way affiliated with the striptease. The costuming is designed to emphasize and accentuate the complex isolations, toxine, and staccato movements. Okay? The costuming also goes into history and culture as to why women wore these costumes. The costume she wears will let you know of her status in life. Okay? The main focus being the waistline, abdomen, and hips. This performing art goes back thousands of years and can be seen today in North Africa, where it originated, Germany, also the Middle East, Persia, Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, and other European countries. African dance is completely different. That's why I didn't mention Africa per se, because dancing in Africa it's different, okay? But you will see modified versions of belly dance in certain parts of Africa. Okay? Belly dancing found its way into the South Pacific Islands and has evolved into what is known as the hula. Belly dancing is an expression of a woman's life experiences, and when performed correctly, illuminates the heart and soul of the dancer. This lesson focuses on basic floor work. Floor dancing was born of necessity. The women of desert tribes were oftentimes required to dance in their tents. The low ceilings made standing difficult. This is one explanation for knee and floor dancing. Middle Eastern dancing is a spiritual performing art. When taken to the floor, the audience will experience an intense mystical journey as the dancer moves through the levels of her floor routine. Seeking answers to the secret questions, she emerges from the depth of the spirit realm, veiled in ancient wisdom and knowledge. Proper body positions and costuming is of the utmost importance to maintain respect and honor for the dance. At the end of the DVD, I will put together the floor basics for a mystical journey to the spirit realm. There are 8 levels that I have created for me. Now, these 8 levels, I created these levels because I use them when I dance. When I first started doing floor work, I wanted a system to go by as far as lowering, performing, and getting up. I needed a system. So I came up with what I call the 8 levels of floor work. With each level, I have given you, for the basic class, I have given 2 basic components. Okay? First, let us learn 2 basic lowering and rising techniques. Okay? Getting to the floor and getting back up. We'll hit those 2 first, and then we'll come back and finish off the rest of the class. And throughout the rest of the class, I'll be referring to my notes as we go along because I don't want to miss anything and I want to be correct. So you'll see me with my notes as I go through the workshop with you. And we're not focusing on music and dancing and performance. Right now, we're in the learning stage. So let's learn, let's have fun, let's think beautiful, and let's be safe. Thank you. We need to warm up before we start the class. Let's go ahead and warm up a little bit. And it's easy, simple stretches. Since we're going to be doing floor work, you don't need to be jumping around and doing a lot of heavy work, okay? So we're going to be doing mostly stretches. So let's bring the arms up and bring them down. Up. We're stretching. We're going to come flat back. Bring it down. And just follow along. Stretches and warm-ups can be mindless and fun. You're not following any choreography. You're moving and getting your body ready to work on. Up those legs and those hips. We're going to pivot with that. Take that into a nice little pivot. Warming up those legs and those knees. Bring it on around. Other way. Let's take a pivot. Warming up those hips too. As far as you can and bring it up. Bit by bit, roll it up. Bend the knees if you can. And back up. And open the arms. Come down. Swinging motion. Swing and turn and turn and turn your head. Turn your head side to side. Be careful. Now we're going to do neck rolls. Roll that neck. Opposite direction. And bring it down. Bring your head forward. And bring it back. Forward. And back. Forward. And back. And around. Face front. And side to side. Bring those arms up. We're going to come here and we'll squat and bend. Squat and bend. Nice little knee bends, not even really squatting. Arms off. forward. We're just warming up and back. Arms and legs. Nice and smooth. Take those legs, we're going to go side to side. Side to side. Bring it in, take it up. In, out. In, out. In, arms. Arms. And swing your arms. Get those knees up. Swinging the arms, bring up the knees. And the circle. All the way. You get on those toes. Up and down. Up and down. Up on the toes. Up and up. Up. Now we're going to go up, up, and up, and up. Arms up, up, up. Up on the toes. Up, and up, and up, and up, and down, 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 and down. We're going to come over and over. Nice and easy. Now we're ready to begin class. Thank you. Like I said, I will be referring to my notes here, okay? Because I like to have things in order, and I don't like guessing. So, the first thing we're going to work on is getting down. And this is a beginner's thing, okay? So, the number one way of getting down for beginners, I call it the kickstand method, okay? And it's done with the back facing the audience, okay? And it's very nice. And when you have on your hair and pants and your skirts and everything, because you're going to be doing floor work, it looks nice, okay? And you support yourself, okay? It is done for comfort and lower back support. You're going to slide one leg behind you while lowering. This also aids in balance. Okay, upper body remains level. Do not lean forward or side to side. The arms are curved out to the sides. Shoulders are down and elbows are up. And arms should never be sloppy. Hands are soft and level. Do not bend the wrists. Come to a kneeling position and practice this procedure until you can execute it with confidence. Once you have mastered this, challenge yourself and position your arms in the heron pose. Shoulders down, arms up, palms touching. Strong upper body lifted. Okay? And there's no lower body, flailing and flopping around or anything. So we're going to go over that and work on that kickstand method. And this is what you're going to do. Okay? You're going to come, say like you're getting ready to go into your floor routine. You can spin. Okay? Your back's to the audience. You're going to bring your arms up and out like this here. You're going to take one of your legs, your right or left leg, whichever one you're best with, and you're going to slide it out behind you, okay? And you're going to ease yourself down that way, okay? That's how the kickstand method works, just like that, okay? And that's how you're going to get up. We're going to go over that. So let's do that again, okay? You've just done your routine, you spun your circle, you're getting ready to hit the floor. Open those arms. They can be either here, or like I said, challenge yourself and bring them here. Okay? In your arms, nice and round, pretty hands. Bring that foot, with me it's my right leg. Take a pose and bring that right leg. You're going to slide and lean, slide and come down. And that's how you're going to come down, okay? Alright? Now, we're going to talk about getting up. Okay, getting up. With your back to the audience, you're going to place both palms of hands on your raised knee. Okay, do not lean forward, and you're going to push up using arms and thigh muscles, not your lower back, okay? Keep your lower back intact. Don't lean forward, don't lean to the side, just stay straight. And stand and strike a pose with your harem arms, okay? And you turn and face your audience. Your chest is lifted, your toe is pointed. Now you make your exit. If your floor work is going to be the end of your routine. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, you've done what you're going to do on the floor. All your floor work is done, okay? Now you're ready to get up, okay? Now, how you're going to do that? Pretend like my back is to the audience, okay? And you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm down there, and I'm going to be ready to come up. I'm going to get in this position right here, okay? I'm going to position myself like this. Shoulders squared, chest is up, okay? You're not leaning forward. You're not going to do this and no. You're going to put your hand, both of your hands and your palms on your upraised knee, your knee that's up, okay? The one that's not engaged on the floor. And you are going to come forward, and you're going to put your weight on your arms, on your palms, and on your knees, okay? Not on your lower back, okay? Your strong legs and thighs, okay? And you're going to come on up, lean forward, okay? But you're not like this. You're going to use this here, okay? And you're going to bring yourself up. And you've got that leg coming in behind you, okay? So let's do that one more time. All right, here we go. You're here, you're ready to get up, and imagine my back is to the audience, okay? But I'm doing this so you can see what you are going to be doing. You come here, okay? And you bring it on up. Put your weight here, not in your lower back. Put your weight here, come on up. And bring that leg up, and you're going to strike a pose. You can be either in harem arms or dog stretched arms. And you're going to make your exit. Okay? You're going to go ahead and leave. Okay. Now that we've went over getting down, getting up, and getting down, I had to bring that to you first, okay? Now, we have levels and components. Like I said, this is something that I came up with for me, because when I first started doing floor work, I noticed that I was kind of just flopping around, okay, with no direction. I wanted to have direction. I needed it to have, it needed to look neat. It had to be linear, okay, not just doing anything you want. Okay, the first level, we're going to go over the levels of floor work first, okay, and the first level is standing, okay, and with the standing level, I'm going to give you two components to go with that, okay? So you're standing, and you're going to go into your floor work, but you're standing first, okay? And when you stand, you're going to get ready. You will be standing at a pose. You're not going to just be standing. So get a pose, a nice pose, something like this, this, or something like this here, okay? And get a nice pose so you're standing, okay? Let's get a pose. Okay, now, your arms need to be busy. You're not just going to be standing like this. You can either take, I've got two components. You have your, I call them full moon arms, and I call them alternating waterfall arms, okay? Full moon arms are going to start off here, okay? And you make big sweeping circles, okay? Bring those arms up, down, and around, up, down, and around. Bring them on up. You can do it alternating or singular, okay? You can bring it in, opposite direction. Bring it in, bring it up and out. Down, in, up, and out. Okay? Those are your full moon arms, and you would like to start them from here. Okay? Another thing that you can do with your arms while you're standing is I call the alternating waterfall arms, and you're going to be striking your pose. Okay? And one arm can be here. You're going to bring that arm up, and when you do this one, your head and your eyes are going to follow. Head and eyes follow. Okay? So we're going to bring that right arm up, bring it down, and bring the hands down. Okay? Wave those hands down. Up and around and down. Okay? Other arm, bring it on up, around, and bring it on down. Okay? Those are just what I simply call waterfall arms. And these are things you can do while you're standing, because remember, you're at your first level still. Okay? The second level is kneeling on one knee. And remember how to get down there. You can get down there using the first example I gave you. Okay? And that is, and I've got components with those, okay? One knee, standing, you're going to go from standing, you're going to go to one knee. So now here we are. And we're going to come on down, and we're going to, now you're on one knee, okay? Now you're here. What are you going to do? You got to do something. So, I came up with, I call it Amenhotep arms. Actually, it's an Egyptian hand and arm movement that they really used back in the days of the Pharaoh to denote you're giving homage, or you're recognizing the royalty of Pharaoh and his family as they go by in procession. If there was something going on, and the officials, they would drop to their knees, and they would come, and as they go by, this would be a pose that they would strike to let them know, okay, we recognize that there is royalty, passing by. Okay? So now you're on one knee, okay? And you're going to do the Amenhotep arms, okay? And it's just simply because you're building up. Your floor work, you're building up to being on the floor and then doing things on the floor. Okay? So here you are, and you're going to get ready, and you're going to do your Amenhotep arms. You're going to turn your body. Head and eyes follow, and you're going to pose like this for a minute, and then you come here. Okay? And then you turn head and body, and you come here. And you can do this, okay, about 2 times, because you don't want to become, repetitious, because then it gets monotonous. Okay, now, Salem, you can't do that. Move, 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 move. Now I have, now you're going to go to the other knee, okay? You're going to switch knees, okay? And your back's going to be to the audience, looking up, alternate raising and lowering both arms, head and eyes follow, okay? Now, if you're going to have your back to the audience, okay? Say you're going to start off, and you're going to do your floor work. You're coming from your standing, level 1, and you want to turn, and you want to continue your floor routine with your back to the audience. You're going to use your kickstand to get down, okay? You're going to come either here or here, get kickstand, and you're going to come on down, okay? And you're going to do something with your arms and your head and your eyes. You're going to be looking at your arms. You're going to bring your arms up and alternate and looking at your and from the rear. Okay? And these are simple, basic things that you can do. But make sure that you are really letting your audience know that the head and eyes are following. Okay? So, that's level 2, and kneeling on one knee, one or the other. Okay? Okay? And let's see. Now you're going to go, you're working your way down to the floor. Now you're going to be on both knees. Okay? But you're not sitting yet. So now your third level, number 3, is You're going to be on both knees. I'm just going to go ahead and get on both knees. Okay? Now you're here. Okay? You're on both knees. Well, what are you going to do? Okay? Facing the audience, chest up, arms behind your head. You're going to swing your hips right to left with a controlled half circle to the rear. Okay? And you can also do you're going to turn sideways, looking up, and with pharaonic arms, you're gonna flip the wrists up and down, in pharaonic geometric patterns. But I'm going to show you that. So let's go back to component A, being on level 3. Okay, you're facing the audience, and this is something I learned this from my first instructor, and it's called the swing. She called it a swing. And you're going to bring your arms, put them behind your head, nice and pretty. You're not going to be like this, nice and pretty. And you really don't want to touch your head. Don't touch your hair, don't touch your head. Just bring your hands nice and pretty back here. And you're going to ease back a little bit. Salem, you know what? You need to go. Go. Stop it. Go on. Go. Okay? Right here. And you're going to ease back a little bit. And you're going to swing your hips in a half circle, side to side. Right? Take it back and to the left. To the left, take it back and slide to the right. This is called the swing. Okay? That's one thing that you can do with both knees on the floor. Okay? The other one I was telling you about was the pharaonic arms. You're going to be facing sideways. Your body is going to be facing the side. One knee is going to be ahead of the other, okay? Because this is pharaonic. So you're going to have one knee slightly in front of the other. You're going to bring your arms up nice and stiff, okay? Think about the hieroglyphs. Nice and stiff, okay? And you're going to bring one hand up like this here and flip that wrist, okay? Nice and stiff. This is not, these are pharaonic arm poses here, okay? You can look up. It's best to look up. Does it look kind of freaky doing this? But anyway, flip your wrist, okay? And then you can bring it on around and continue the same thing, okay? On the other side. Okay? And remember, it's pharaonic. It's supposed to be stiff, okay? Really stiff. Because you're mimicking the postures and poses on the hieroglyphs, okay? From ancient Egypt. Okay, now you're sitting on your shins. Now you're here. You're getting closer. If you notice, you're getting closer, and my run is getting bigger and bigger. You're getting closer and closer to the floor. Now you're sitting on your shins. You can do first component, you can do Eyes of Isis. You face your audience, make eye contact, and pretend to pinch or pull taffy in front of your eyes, okay? Nice posture. And you're here, sitting on your shins, okay? You're going to bring those arms up, bring them in, pull right at the eyes. This is called the Eyes of Isis, okay? This is a nice thing to do while you're sitting and facing the audience, because they can see what you're doing. This is not something you want to do facing the side or facing the rear. Okay, now the next thing you can do, besides just that one, you can with your back to the audience, we'll do Bastet, the Queen's Cat. Okay, using one arm behind you for support, slightly lean back, do not arch your back. Okay? And with firm abdominals, make a large controlled circle in front of the body. Pretend your arm is moving through thick air. Okay? Okay. Pretend your arm is moving through thick air, head and eyes following. Okay? All of the level components, they're like poses. When performing them, imagine you are on display in an elegant, high-class department store window. So it's just like what I just read off. It's like when you're doing these components, they're poses. Okay, they're poses with a little bit of motion. Some are moving and some are not. And you want to imagine yourself on display, okay, in a department store window, okay? Think about it that way. So, for the other one, you're going to be facing back. Your back's going to be to the audience, okay? So here you are, your back is to the audience. You're on your shins. You're going to bring one arm behind you for support, okay? And you're going to raise one arm up, and you're going to make a circle with it and let your head follow. Head and eyes follow. Okay? Nice and simple. Okay? So that's one of the things that you can do also while you're sitting on your shins. Okay. Now we have what is called Hindu style, which is sitting on the floor. You're getting closer to the floor. You were on your shins. Now you're going to be here. You're sitting on the floor. Okay? What are you going to do? Facing the audience with strong and level prayer arms, do half and full circle head rolls. This component is dramatic. Close your eyes. Chest is lifted. Do not let your arms become sloppy. Okay. So, what you're doing with this one here is, you're sitting, and you're going to come, stop that. You're going to bring, I said stop it. You're going to bring your arms up, and you're going to come in prayer pose, okay? And you're sitting like this, nice and straight, okay? You're not slouching. Those elbows up, chest is up, and you're going to do head rolls. Close your eyes. Nice, soft, slow head rolls. Or you can do half circle head rolls. Okay? Bring it on around, bring it on around. That feels good. And this is nice to do when you're sitting Hindu style on the floor. Okay? Now, still sitting Hindu style, the other component you can do is, with your back to the audience, a lot of flip-flopping, giving you different things to do. With your back to the audience and straight posture, repeat the full moon arms as described in level 1. Control your arms, making full circles, head and eyes follow. So all you're doing is you're taking the first standing component with the arms, the full moon arms, you're taking that and you're going to do it sitting with your back to the audience. And your audience is going to see your arm, the movement of your arms from a rear view. And depending on what you're wearing and how your arms are decorated, it's going to look really nice. So we're going to come and stop that. We're going to put our back side to the audience. We're going to sit Hindu style. Okay? And now here we are, and we're sitting up nice and straight. And we're going to bring those arms up and out. And your head and eyes are going to follow. Would you stop it? Go. Go. No, you're not acting right. You need to go. Bye. Go. Quit acting crazy. Up and down. And follow it on around. Okay? Or doing just one. Okay? Alrighty? You can do that. Now, another level coming up here. Now you are reclining like this. Now you're here. Okay? What are you going to do? Well, let's see. Okay, now, starting stationary, okay? Stationary leg is bent at the knee, toes pointed. Do arm and leg pushes, head and eyes following. Okay? I have a routine where I actually do this. It's I call them leg pushes, okay? You're here, you're not fully reclining, you're right here, okay? Half sitting, half reclining. Right here. Let me make sure that I'm not jumping my own gun here. Okay. We're going to come right here. This one is, okay. You're going to be, this is where you are right here. Right here. Okay? You're going to take your stationary leg, which is the one here, it's bent and your toes are pointed. You're going to take your working leg, point the toes, and bring it in and back. Bring it up and back. But your hands are going to follow, and your head and eyes are going to follow. So you have this here. Bring it in, bring it out. Okay? Out and in. Leg and arm pushes. Looks really nice when you're dressed up and really, costumed out. Okay. Another thing you can do in this position. Other side. Okay. Bottom leg bent at knee. Top leg is straight, toes pointed, with the free arm making an outward sweeping circle, head and eyes following. We're going to switch. We're going to flip-flop. We're going to come this way. Okay? And we're going to take other side, okay, bottom leg is bent at knee, top leg is straight, okay, toes pointed. So you're basically, your one leg is bent, toes pointed, the other leg is straight, toes pointed, and you're halfway reclining. You're going to take that free arm and bring it up and around. Flip that wrist, head and eyes follow. Okay? Nice big full movements. Head and eyes following. Okay? Now, you are fully reclining. I mean, you are all the way on the floor. Toes pointed using the top leg. Do Cleopatra leg rolls. Eyes toward the audience. Okay? So you're going to be facing the audience. Now, you're going to be doing Cleopatra leg rolls. Now, Cleopatra leg rolls, because you're going to be you're all the way down now, okay? Cleopatra leg rolls, you can either do them, I've seen them, I've done them two ways, okay? You can have one arm planted here. The non-engaged leg is going to be bent, toes pointed. The free leg is going to come up and do this here. Some folks call it bicycle legs, and I've heard it called both. Okay? And you bring that leg around. Or you can put one arm here and do the leg roll. Okay? Bringing that hip forward and your legs will follow. Okay? And if you want, you can get your arm involved. Okay? Now, we're going to go to the next level. Oh boy, I've had this for so long. Okay. Now, flat on your back, with your head toward the audience, one knee bent, toes pointed, extend and retract one arm at a time, alternating with slight resistance for control and muscle tone. Now sit up and prepare for the cat stretch. Okay. So you're going to be laying flat on your back, which you don't see that too much, but I do it. Your toes are going to be pointed and extend, okay? One knee bent, extend and retract one arm at a time, alternating. So this is what it's going to look like. You're my audience. I'm going to be flat on my back, right here, like this, laying down, okay? I'm going to have one knee bent, toes pointed, and the other leg straight, toes pointed. And you're going to have your arms up, and you're going to have a little bit of resistance. Okay? Just very simple. Okay? Put that resistance in there. Okay? And basically that's all that is. Nice and simple. Okay? Now from here, to finish that off, you can go into the cat stretch. Let's talk about the cat stretch. We're going to go ahead and work on that cat stretch, okay? The cat stretch is used as a means of turning around or pivoting in a circle on stage while you're in the middle or the beginning or whatever part of your routine you're in and you want to change up and just turn, you got to use, one of the ways you can use the cat stretch, and it's really easy, no back bending or nothing, okay? We're going to get our way on the floor, and let's use this way here. We're going to use this way. We're going to use that kickstand, use that back leg for support, okay? And we're going to come here, okay? And before we finished, we ended up, we were doing the flat on the back level. We were already on that level of being flat on the back, okay? So let's pick it up from there. All right, Salem, you got to move. You're so nosy. Okay, we had our back flat on the floor, and we were doing these. We were working here. We had a knee bent and toes pointed, and we're going up with one arm, up with the other. And now we're going to come up. We're going to roll up. Now, we're going to bring one knee up, and the other knee is going to go, the other leg's going to go under the knee. So in other words, with your back to the audience, this is how you look. You're going to end up, Salem, this is where you are right here, okay? In the cat stretch, you're going to have your arms in the, what I call the flail and the crook position, okay? You're like this. Because you don't want to be, just flopping. You want your arms to stay secure. You can either do this here, you can be in the harem pose, or you can be like an Egyptian serve, all to the sides. So let's take the hands, put them in the flail and crook position, okay? And you just scoot yourself around, okay? You push and sit up. Bring that working leg over. You push and you sit up, okay? Bring your working leg over. You push and you sit up. Salem, and push and sit up. That is the cat stretch, okay? That's one way of getting around in a circle. Salem, come here. And you know what? You're being bad. Come here. You're not acting right. You're getting in the way. See, look, you go on. See, you're starting that. Go on over there and do that. Now give you your fur ball medicine. No, you can't be here doing that. Anyway, technical difficulties. Come on. Go on over there. Okay. We're going to hit that cat stretch again. Salem, you would have to be doing that right now, wouldn't you? Okay. Cat stretch. That's right. Go in the kitchen and do that. He needs his fur ball medicine. It's in the kitchen cabinet. Anyway, cat stretch. Okay, we're going to sit down right here, Hindu style. Take that top leg, bring it up, bring it right in front of you, okay? We did the flail and crook arms. Let's do the Egyptian serves. Right here, Egyptian serves. Bring your arms out, elbows bent. Pretend like you have two big plates on and you're balancing two big plates with the grapes and apples and stuff like that. And we're going to bring that leg. We're going to push off, sit up, bring that leg up, push off again, bring that leg up, push off again, bring the working leg up, and it'll bring you right back to where you were, okay? So, and whichever side works for you, okay? With me, it's this leg going that way. Right leg pushing to the left. I mentioned you can do this with the harem pose arms. Okay, so let's get that going. Let's try it that way. They're all pretty, I think. Anyway, so we're right here. Okay, let's bring those arms up, harem pose, and we're gonna go. Push off and turn. Keep your posture. Try not to slouch. And the further across you bring your leg, the further across you bring that leg, the working leg, you get more of a turn, okay? And that's nice to do. I've done that with sword. It looks real nice with a tray with candles or candelabra. I've done that. It looks really nice. Floor work is really nice. It just takes the audience into a completely different realm, okay? They say that floor work also is about the dancer seeking spiritual knowledge. So she'll go down to the floor into the area of the spirits, and when she comes up from her floor routine, she'll have the answers to the questions that she's been asking, okay? I call it dance on the floor, entertain the spirits. Though I am not I don't worship gods and goddesses or anything like that. I am a believer. I am messianic. So I'm speaking of this in terms of being correct for the culture and for the people. Okay, I can't put my beliefs into what I'm doing in that context because floor dancing, and it just wasn't originated, around my belief system. And I won't change that, but I'd like people to know where I'm coming from. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed working out on the doing these basic little floor. I mean, this is grassroots. This is simple, basic. You work on this, get to know these levels and the movements, get used to them, and play slow music, and work on working with these, and let the music tell you what to do. Okay, the music will not steer you wrong. You need slow, deep music. Okay, and it has to be. It has to have that mysterious, dark, spiritual edge to it in order to really get into the mind of floor work, okay? Because it's really intense. Floor work should be really intense, okay? And it's a real serious thing. And when you're doing floor work, you're not smiling and no. It's a completely different aspect of Middle Eastern dance. And I just want to go ahead and say I thank you for joining me in this workshop. If you like this, or if there's anything else you want to see, let me know. I'll have my email and everything put up here. And like I said earlier, if you can't get on the floor, let's work on some of these things standing. Okay, like the you can do the Egyptian leg rolls. You don't have to be on the floor. You can do the Egyptian leg roll. You can come here in your choreography, and you can do an Egyptian leg roll, okay? There's nothing wrong with doing this. There's nothing wrong with coming and going like this on the floor and standing with your feet on the floor, okay? That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. With your skirts and stuff, it looks really nice. As far as, what else did we do? The cat stretch. You can stand doing the cat stretch. You can come across here and turn. Cross that leg across the other and turn. Cat stretch. Standing. Okay? Cat stretch. Okay? Side to side. Your arm work. Side to side. You're at an angle. Come on over. Do this. You don't have to be on the floor. There was another one I wanted to go over. I can't think of it right now, but it's one of those where you just don't have to be on the floor. You can stand and do this. Side to side, doing the leg work, and the swing with your hands and arms up in the air. The swing. You don't have to be sitting. You can do the swing. Okay? And if you want, you can open up, come to the front. Close it up, come to the rear. Open up, come to the front. Close it up, come to the rear. Open it up. See? So that's something that you can do standing that you can't do, on the floor. So anyway, thank you for joining me. And there's one more way of getting on the floor that I forgot to go over real quick. That has to do with, it's a beginner method, but you need strong, legs to do it. And one way you can do that is to just get up on your toes, put one foot in front of the other, and come on down. Okay? Come on down. and bring it on up. Okay? That one takes practice, and the older I get, the harder it is for me to do it. But anyway, I'm still trying to do it. I won't quit. So anyway, like I said before, what you do on the floor, you can modify and do standing. So do not quit yourself from doing this video. You can work standing up as well. Anyway, I'm Kimberly Bell, aka the Shimmy Goddess, and I thank you for joining me in this Floor Work Basics workshop. Bye. See you next time with something different.